We are going to be working on paper heart weavings. All right, class. In front of you, you see the heart project. This is the pattern to create a heart. And we used, they're called Quick Sticks. They're tempera paint. They're paint inside of a stick. It's very convenient because all you have to do is turn the dial a very little bit, add it to your paper, and it dries in about 1.5 minutes. So boys and girls, we are on the next step. We all received a blank sheet. We added our Earth Day color design. I'm going to let this dry. It's almost dry. And my first step is I'd like you to notice that I added color a little bit over the edge of this dotted line so that when I cut on the line, I won't just have that white paper. So first step, split your paper in half and cut directly on the outer edge of this half of a heart shape. Try to stay on those lines and go all the way around. Slowly and steady. All the way to the bottom. I'm just going to go straight and cut along this line across. Try to stay directly as close as you can across. So now I have one shape cut out. I'm going to put all my scraps in one pile and another student will pick it up later. And then I'm going to cut the second shape out. I'm not cutting along the inside lines just yet. I'd like to prepare the shapes. Once again, keep your scrap on your table. You do not need to throw it out. A student will pick it up for you. I'm going to move it over. And now I have the two halves of a heart. And you can see when they're tilted together, it creates the heart shape we'd like. Well, now I'm going to directly cut on these template lines, these dashed lines, all the way up and stop. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts, which are going to make 5 different rectangular strips. And then we're going to weave them together. Boys and girls, weaving is a simple pattern process. And we're going to move these pieces over and under the second side. So here we go. This one's ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to cut this one out. Carefully. All right, now I'm ready for the next step. Okay, boys and girls, now I'm going to show you how we're going to weave these two pieces together. So I'm going to tilt them in this direction so that it forms a heart. And then I'm going to start with this the highest piece here. And to weave, I'm just going to hold on to this. And I'm going to tuck these under. Maybe I'll tuck them on top. Let's see what works best. Take the first top strand, I guess, a piece of paper, and I'm going to go under this one, over this one, under, over, under. And now I have the first part set up, and I'm going to push it up, and I'm going to make sure these edges meet. And they do, but I want to slide it over a little bit. Now, I may end up doing this for you. We'll see. But sometimes, if you have it perfect in the beginning and you want it not to shift around, putting a little piece of tape on the back will hold this in place so it'll be easier to finish. But see, now you can see it's not a good fit. That's why sometimes the tape doesn't work. Let's see. All right, I might just put it on the side. We shall see. Second one. Now you can see this piece of paper is on the top. So the second strip of paper has to go on the bottom. So you go all the way back and you go under, over, under, over, under, over. You're doing the opposite of what you just did. Under, over. And then I'm going to slide it over. This likes to shift on you. There we go. Woo! And now it's holding. Oh, it's starting to weave together. And the next one is going to be the opposite. Once again, this strip is over. This strip is over the other one. So this one has to go under. So I'm going to tuck it under, under, over, under, over, under, over. And I'm going to slide it back into place. Looks like we have to do a lot of shifting while we're doing this. Oops, that popped out. Under, over. Ooh, I like how the patterns are all getting mixed up. All the color. Excellent. So this is over. This now is under, over. And now we have to flip it again. Okay. Now I'm going to do the second to the last strip. And I can see that this is over. So now, they like to slide. I'm going to do the opposite. Over, under, over, under, over. And now I've woven a next piece of paper together. And I'm trying to shift it around, try to lay it flat. It likes to be a little bit uneven. Well, let's do the last one. You can see the weaving on the back even. Nice. Last strip of paper. Okay. Looks like I would be under. And then I have to flip it over, under, over, under, and push it together. I hope to laminate these so they lay flat. Now you can see it doesn't fit exactly. I'm not too pleased with the template. It should have a better fit, I think. Like this point should be perfect, but it doesn't want to hold perfect. All right, boys and girls. I could always trim this so it doesn't have 2 points. Or maybe yours will line up better than mine. It kind of is nice. It has a little curve to it. Thank you, boys and girls.